Well, about more than 10 years ago, I started having difficulty in the car. If someone was in the back seat, I couldn't hear what they were saying. Or if the radio was playing, I couldn't follow a conversation. And as a teacher, what really put me over the edge, and I knew I had to do something, was the school where I taught did not have air conditioning, but they kindly put in ceiling fans. And the ceiling fans going fluff, 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 fluff. And I could not hear what the kids were saying in the classroom, and that really was awful. And so I decided I'd go have my hearing tested, and found out that there were certain pitches I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear shushing sounds, and I couldn't hear, whispers. And so I got one hearing aid at the time. And about a year later, I broke the hearing aid, and I went back to the audiologist, and she sent it for repair and gave me a loaner. And I said, oh, I almost wish I could have a second one. So when I got the second, she gave me a second one to go home. And as I was driving home, I thought, what is that strange sound I hear in the car? And it was my turn signal that I hadn't heard in forever. So, then I knew I had to get a second hearing aid. So I've been wearing 2 hearing aids since the early 2000s. And the first one was 2001, the second one was maybe 2004. And I've been wearing that same pair all along until last spring when my dog ate one. And then I had one hearing aid left, and then I jumped into the Chesapeake Bay with the other hearing aid in, and I thought, uh-oh, now I definitely need to do something. I had been doing some research and going online, and somebody gave me the tip to come here. I can't really remember specifically where, but I've been going online for research too. And I had gone to I'd gone back to my original audiologist, asked what she had. I'd gone to another audiologist that was recommending a free trial period on something called the Lyric, which fits in your ear. And I thought, this is wonderful. I don't care what it costs, I'll do this. But I have very narrow ear canals, and within like 2 days, it just were popping out just from talking and chewing. So I knew that didn't work. And I had listened to what they had as far as the best quality sound and what it would cost me. And then I was really going to go to Costco and get it from Costco too. But when I went to Costco, I went on the wrong day. So it was so annoying that I showed up from the wrong day for my appointment. So then I ended up not going back to Costco, and I came here. One of the things is when I went to the other audiologists, they would show me their top of the line thing. And then they would kind of show me, give me a pamphlet that would say, here's the top of the line, it has this many channels, it does this, it does this, here's the middle of the one, here's the basic one. But I really didn't understand what they were even talking about. I didn't understand what do they mean by channels, and maybe I wasn't asking the right questions, because when I came here and he said to me, the ones I had looked at before had maybe like 16 channels, 17 channels, but I didn't know what that meant. He said this particular hearing aid that he was showing me had 48 channels. And I said, what does that mean? And when he explained it to me, I went, okay, now I understand. And I may be wrong, but my understanding is, let's say there's the pitch levels from the lowest to the highest. If you could divide that into 100, from the lowest to the highest, the other hearing aids are tuned into dividing that 116 ways. Those are the 16 channels so that you can hear sounds. This particular hearing aid that I got was divided into 48 channels. So the clarity is so much better. So it's picking up so many more different tones and pitches. And then this particular hearing aid also has rechargeable batteries, which I really find to be a wonderful thing, because it was always annoying to have to change my batteries in the middle of a meeting or something when I was working, or always be carrying batteries with me. So I kind of was sold on the product that he had here too. The day I came, I walked out of here with the hearing aids. I had to have them, and I was very pleased. The Medicare program that I just signed up for actually had a small reimbursement for a portion of it, so I knew this was the place to go. And so then I came back for one other checkup, and I guess he's called me a couple times to see how I was doing. And so I'm back today again, actually, to have him talk to me more about the batteries, because I really didn't even try to play with them on how to take the batteries out if I have to. Because he did give me regular batteries I can use if I don't have the charger with me, if I have to, if I'm away overnight. So I want him to show that to me. I don't want to mess with them. The reason my dog ate my hearing aid is I was, lay on the sofa to watch TV, and it would go, ee, 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 and I put my head against the pillow, or I'd go to hug somebody and it would beep. No feedback. None of that. So I can comfortably relax in a lounge chair and not be annoyed by my hearing aids. So that's really great. And like I said, I love the fact that they just recharge every night. So instead of putting them in like the dry box at night, I put them in this other little thing that's plugged in, and they're getting charged. So no, don't have to worry about the batteries.